First at 5, lawmakers in Washington, including Texas Senator Ted Cruz, spent the day arguing for a ban on Russian oil as the country's siege against Ukraine continues.
And that does affect us here. Whether such a ban or not happens, the rising cost of crude will be felt by everyone. Fox 26 business reporter Tom Zizka is live in Richmond to explain. Tom.
Rashi, Jonathan, $3.53 a gallon at this gas station in Richmond, about $1 higher than it was a year ago. Oil closed at $115 a barrel today. That's the highest it's been since 2014. Now, Russia's economy is heavily reliant on oil. They provide about 8% of the global supply. So this instability is what's pushing prices higher. The gas pump is where most of us will notice the change, with a gallon of regular unleaded up 39 cents in the last month and a quarter in just the last week, according to AAA, which says the current price hike will take an extra $1,000 from the average household budget.
I'm just hoping that the situation in Ukraine doesn't even increase it, because I'm sure it's going to go back up, even further up.
I don't have any good news for the consumer.
Houston energy analyst Andy Lippow expects gas prices will rise another 40 cents a gallon before there's a chance of evening out, and worsening conflict could send those prices even higher. Lippow says even without an official ban on Russian oil, the market is getting smaller and smaller.
What is interesting is the rapid rate that the oil industry has turned away from Russian supplies. They are now toxic.
Last year, the U.S. imported just over 700,000 barrels of oil and petroleum products from Russia. It's not a lot, but as energy giants BP, Shell, ExxonMobil, and others have moved to divest themselves from the Russian oil industry, access to those vast resources may remain limited for years to come, leaving higher prices for fuel and petroleum-based products with little relief in sight.
And the tensions between Russia and Ukraine are going to take a long time to sort out. And not only that, the industry is deciding that Russia is not a stable geopolitical place to do business with.
And with those higher oil prices, Andy Lippow says there will likely be investment for domestic producers here in the United States to start pumping oil again, which puts people back to work in the oil patch. At the same time, those higher prices also close the gap, making more expensive renewable sources of energy like wind and solar much more affordable in the future. Watching Your Money, I'm Tom Zizka, Fox 26 News.